This week we feature a renewable energy company, Lebo Solar, which aims to electrify rural areas using off-grid solar system. But first, let's see who's getting trolled on Twitter.
If you missed the memes this week of Faf de Klerk across social media, you're probably living under a rock. The Springboks made the biggest sector of good news this week with a mediocre game against Wales that resulted in an explosion of social media and a ticket to the Rugby World Cup final. Oliver Tambo's birthday reminded us of the true roots of the ANC. Diwali celebrations filled timelines, and if you ignore the fireworks conversations, they certainly make the good pile. Ramaphosa was on fine form in his Q&A, and one thing is for sure, our president can talk the talk. Will xenophobia ever leave South Africa? It seems not. As the world saw what we do to protesters of foreign origin. Stun guns and rubber bullets, regardless of many being women and children, left appalling images across timelines. Tito Mboweni also came out guns firing in the midterm budget. He was so terrifying, he made us quake in our boots. He also said e-tolls are here to stay, and that brings Alta back into the ring. The EFF won the case brought by Pravin Gordhan of hate speech in reference to Malema calling Gordhan a white monopoly capital dog and waging war on the minister. Gwede Mantashe did it again. He montashed on the bribery story of the journalist as he refuted the love triangle story between him, Tito Mboweni, and a lady, Shasha and Haibo.
At Digital News, we track the top stories. The SABC News website and app have been keeping our audiences in the loop of the big events. Let's look at what our users read the most on our website. President Cyril Ramaphosa urges citizens not to fear Russian bomber jets. Mpumalanga police rescue 50 suspected victims of human trafficking. Johannesburg Metro Police are investigating a scuffle between an officer and a civilian. Mamelodi Sundowns midfielder Tiani Mabunda accuses referees of assisting Kaizer Chiefs. And Isibaya actor Andile Gumbi has died. In other news, renewable energy company Lebo Solar aims to install solar power systems at 1,000 rural and underprivileged schools by 2020. Lebo Solar is an engineering, procurement and construction firm which specializes in solar photovoltaic or PV solutions and energy storage system.
Look, the penetration of Lebo Solar into rural parts of South Africa is, for us, is the cherry on top. That is what we were born as a company to do. We had the ultimate intention of increasing access to rural parts of South Africa with electricity, or providing them with electricity. But it is a well-known fact that those that are in some of the most rural parts of the country, who are our intended beneficiaries, are in most instances, if not all, unable to afford the technology. So Lebo Solar, working with like-minded partners in industry and various stakeholders who've got the very same commitment that we do, have been able to increase access to some extent in some of these parts. And we innovating constantly on finding or trying to find the best suitable solution to bring about electricity and do away with energy poverty in a dignified manner. Not solar, small solar systems that are unable to provide someone with the dignity that an Eskom grid would be able to provide.
The company is busy with a rural electrification project in the village of Upper Blinkwater, Eastern Cape, which entails powering 70 houses in a community where over 70% of the residents live under the poverty line.
So for this particular project, there is no Eskom grid or grid supply. So what we have done is we've built a solar plant with batteries, and it also includes electrical network to over 70 houses spanning over 3 kilometers. And it's a smart system because we can sit here at the office and be able to see what's happening with each and every house, and also check how the batteries are doing and also the solar panels.
That's all we have for you this week. For SABC News in Johannesburg, I'm Lebo Tshangela.